What's up, C Squad? It's Daddy Seed. Welcome to Dad and Son Kick Talk. Usually the son is here, but he's unavailable right now. So we got a lot of things to do. And as they say in show business, the show must go on. So we got a lot of things to get to today. But before we get into this shoot today, if it's your first time here, you should definitely do us a quick favor. Hit that notification bell, that subscribe button, and check out our other content. Now that that's out of the way, we're gonna get into a shoe that I've been waiting to get my hands on, waiting to get this review out. And it is the latest installment from Social Status Nike collab, James Whitner and the Whitaker Group, the Penny 2 Playground. If you're familiar with the Whitaker Group and the drops that they've been doing, they really pay attention to every detail of their release and their project. So the first thing we'll talk about is the box, right? The box always is very, very special. And this box is definitely right on par with everything they usually do. This is the top view of that box, which is pretty freaking dope. Giving homage to Little Penny from the 90s campaign with the Penny 2, and Penny Hardaway, obviously. Penny 2 was a toy, right? He was a toy version of Penny Hardaway, voiced by Chris Rock. And this is like that toy box. When you're back in the day, we used to be at Toys R Us and Kmart and things like that, walking through the store, and you see that toy in there that you really wanted. And you asking your mom, like, Mom, please, can I get it? Can I get it? And she just tell you, no. Wait till Christmas, wait till your birthday. But this is that, right? Give you that shoe view. You can just see before you open the box. There's a beauty there. They got all kinds of imaging on the side. This Little Penny, give you some detail on him and what they're saying there. I'm not even 100% sure. Prestige, prosperity, and power. Little Penny. Pretty dope, pretty dope. But now we got the box out of the way. We'll first talk about a little bit what's going on with this shoe. So the playground chapter, so to speak, in this story with all their releases, now the Penny 1 that we did earlier, we got our hands on both colorways of that, this was the recess, right? When they're in school, having that break outside. But now the playground, this is like that next chapter for James and Dez, I think the characters in the campaign. They're on the court, and this pays homage to those pickup basketball games in the neighborhood, all the kids in the neighborhood at the playground. It's got all kinds of detailing that kind of harkens you back to those days, right? But all that out of the way, let's get into the actual shoe. This shoe is a take on the OG. Woo. And some consider this to be probably Penny's dopest signature release. The Penny 2, the OG gave you that Orlando Magic navy blue, royal blue, where this one is giving you more like a Carolina blue, UNC blue. Some say that might be related to Social Status and the Whitaker Group. Their ties to like the Charlotte area, that University of North Carolina, Charlotte motif, maybe that's their little insert in there. But then there's some hits of pink around the shoe as well that are tied to the bubble gum that kids love on the playground, which is awesome. But getting into the shoe itself, very similar. In the upper, you got your suede going around the main foot of the shoe in black. You got some silver gray piping. You got that Penny 1 cent logo on the tongue. You got the Social Status. You got the Social Status and the Nike logo on the side of the shoe. Again, pink accents around the back. You got the air bubble, right? That's translucent with a pink hue inside there. It really looks like bubblegum inside the shoe. You got this rubber kind of upper to the shoe. Again, so keep in mind, this shoe kind of predates the Foamposite, right? Which was the evolution of the Penny line that he didn't debut, of course, but it is in that Penny line. So prior to Foamposite, the rubber on the side of the shoe really didn't happen back in the day. It didn't go up the side of the shoe until this happened, and then they eventually became a whole upper that had that whole rubber kind of encasing the shoe there. But yeah, you've got the logos here. You've got on the bottom, you got the pink bubblegum hits as well with the Carolina blue. You got some carbon fiber that they put there. Of course, that's stability. But you also got Zoom Air. You got Zoom Air in the front of the shoe. And then, of course, you got your encapsulated air bubble in the rear. And let's see what else we got here. On the very tip of the shoe, you got air right on the very end of the toe. See that? You got your pull string in the front and in the back of the shoe. This helps putting that shoe on. So I just got finished looking through the shoes and the boxes for the Little Penny copper hang tag. And apparently the chain on my shoe is broken and that charm does not exist in my box. So I'm a little hurt about that, to be honest. I was looking forward to showing you that. Of course, it's a miniature replica of the actual shoe, just done in bronze, obviously like a penny, kind of how baby shoes used to be bronze back in the 80s when we were kids. People of this age group know what I'm talking about. Your parents would get those shoes bronze. We'll throw the picture up of the charm so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it comes with the black laces, obviously. You got your sail laces, the off-white color. You got white, and you got, again, that UNC Carolina blue to go with and pick up the color from the trim of the shoe as well. But overall, I mean, I think it's a dope shoe. Are you familiar with the Penny 2? How much do you love the Penny 2? I know some people in that 90s era that grew up in that era love this silhouette a lot. I've always been a fan of the Penny line, but I can't say I had these back in the day, right? The Penny 2 was probably, what, 97, 98? So I was college. I don't know. It just wasn't a shoe that I picked up back then. But I hope, James Whitner and crew, I love that they keep giving homage and doing things with other silhouettes, paying homage to other players, other than Michael Jordan, because of course we got so many Jordans on the market, right, and that have been done. I hope maybe they look into some other players, look into Chris Webber. He had a dope line back in the day of a few models that I really loved back in the basketball shoe. Again, that 90s era basketball was golden. So we will love to see more. That's the shoe itself. Let me know what you think about it. So again, big shout out to Whitaker Group, man. In an era where hype drives everything and cash is king, they really are sticking to their guns about storytelling, which to people that love sneakers, we love the sneaker itself, but then the story behind the sneaker just gives it a different appeal, right? It gives it a different, makes it more attached and makes us more attached to that shoe. So keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully you guys give us some other collabs, some other models. But with this shoe, I'd love to know what you think of it from a rating standpoint, 1 to 10. Hit me in the comments, let me know. Overall, for me, I think I would give this shoe, it stays true to the OG. I'd probably give it an 8. I think it's, it passes, and it's better than just passing. It's not a top 10, a top tier model for myself personally, but I think a 8 is probably a good, fair assessment. So that's my take on this shoe right now. Stay tuned for some more things coming down the road, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.